close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while since I've been on here, and I said last time that I'm back to stay, but I am back to stay this time. Like, I know that this is what God has put on my heart to do, to bring awareness to it and to tell my story so it could possibly, help someone else. Of course, there's going to be, some people having, negative things to say. And I had to reflect on, like, was that the right thing for me to do? And I had to step back and pray and ask God, should I have done that? Should I have, exposed myself to the world like that? But yes, I know for a fact that that's what I was supposed to do for me and to help other people and to bring awareness to what could possibly happen to anybody who's watching this video, or anybody that who is sexually active. And let's be real, this is how you contract it, through blood, through sex, through needles. So this is to bring awareness to everyone. And it's kind of sad what people say and how negative they can be. But I know the person that I am. I know who God has created. And I know that I'm going to bless somebody with these videos that I made. So that being said, I have I've reflected on everything that I discussed in these videos, and I'm proud for what I've done. And I just really pray that I can continue to bring awareness, continue to be a voice to people who don't have the strength to do it. And I'm so grateful that I do. I know that I'm a strong person. I know that I'm a strong woman. I know that I'm a great mother and a great wife and a great friend, a great sister. I know that I am all those things. Am I perfect? No, I'm not. I have pushed away so many good people in my life down the years because of my insecurities, because I didn't want to be around, anybody. I basically put myself in a bubble, in a box, and just really wanting to move away and just raise my daughters. And that's basically what I did. So I left my family from Detroit and I moved out to the Ann Arbor, Ypsilanti area to, raise my kids, for them to have a better life, better schooling. And I did that. My girls are doing amazing. And so I know I made the right choices, but, pushing a lot of people away, not because I was trying to do it on purpose, but it was because, like I said, I just felt that I wanted to be by myself, and I wasn't in a good place, and I didn't want to bring anybody down because of what I was dealing with and the insecurities that I had. I didn't want to put that on anybody. I didn't want to feel like I was a burden to anybody. And so that's why, I did what I did. And I've been out here since 2005, I'm sorry. So 2005. So I've been out here almost 20 years. Out here for almost 20 years. And my girls, they're doing amazing, and I'm just so grateful that the adults that they turned out to be, and I'm just in awe with my life right now. I'm still not where I want to be, but a lot of us, may not be where we want to be in life, right? Just being honest, I know we can do better, we can do more, and that's what I'm working on now. It has taken like so many years for me to get to this point where I can open up, I can talk about my life, I can talk about my diagnosis, I can be happy, I can wear a smile on my face. But in that moment when I was reading some of those negative comments, it drew me back in, like I said, to, am I doing the right thing? People are people are judging me, but people are going to judge you if you're doing good, if you're doing bad, if you're up, if you're down. People are going to judge you regardless. That's just the world that we live in. So I had to realize that it's okay for, people to express how they feel. You can't change that. This is a free country. You can speak or say whatever you want to say. And I have no judgment, against what people were saying. Did it hurt my feelings? Yes, it did. But I was able to pick myself up. I was able to know the woman that I am and the many people that I'm going to help with my story. And just enjoying life in general. And I told myself I'm not going to be sitting around, not doing anything anymore, just feeling like I just can't do anything and just wanting to just, wait for God to call me home. Basically, that's what I've been doing. But I said, no, it's time for me to live. It's literally time for me to live. I will be 48 years old this year in October. And from everything that I've been through, God still see fit for me to be here. He said, your journey is not done here on earth. You still have a lot to do. You still have a lot of your life and your testimony that you have to tell. You're helping my people, my children. This is what you're doing. And so I'm grateful that He allowed me to have this strength to do that. I'm happy. I wasn't at first. When I started reading those comments, I was not at first. I'm like, what in the heck did I do? But that just put a fire in me and made me want to continue to do what I was put on this earth to do. And I'm so grateful for the platforms that they have for people to, tell their testimony. And a lot of times it's not us putting our business out there. I know for me, it's not me putting my business out there. It's for me to help other people. And the things that I'm going through, it's not for me to keep to myself. I want to help people. I want to be able to tell what I've been going through so that it can definitely help someone. So I would love to, travel and be a motivational and inspirational speaker. And I pray that, this opened doors for me, and I just want to continue to, spread the word. And even, me staying in my word, praying, going to church every Sunday, which I love my church. I'm on a praise team there, and I love singing my praises to God. And so I look forward to, doing that every Sunday, just giving my all to God and singing my praises to him. And so what have I been doing? Like in April and in May, back to back, I had 2 migraine and strokes. And so in April and May, like I said, I had 2 migraine and strokes. And if no one knows what that is, a migraine and stroke is when you have a severe migraine and the symptoms you have, it mimics a stroke. And so the whole left side of my body, I was not able to move. My mouth was twisted. I wasn't really aware of where I was for a moment. My daughter was telling me stuff that I was saying. I don't even remember, some of the stuff I was saying. And so I was in a hospital. The first time I was in hospital, I think 5 days. The second time I was in hospital for a week. They wanted me to do physical therapy at home, but my daughter was working with me, so I didn't do the physical therapy with the physical therapist. I was just, doing it at home. And it was the second time, it was so hard for me to get my strength back. And I didn't understand, like, why was it hard? This time I literally thought that I was going to lose my life. I mean, it was that one was pretty bad. And it was all due to me. My blood pressure was not controlled. So my blood pressure was extremely high, which was causing me to have migraines. I was on one medication, thought it seemed to be working. It gave me some side effects, but I was still taking it. So then when I went into the hospital, my blood pressure was so high. They thought I had a stroke. They did so many tests. And thank God, coming to find out, I did not have an actual stroke, but I had a migraine and stroke. And so they still treat you like you had a stroke. And I was in there, man, it was really rough. And the healthcare system, I mean, they're so short-staffed, and it was, I'm just gonna say it was short-staffed, but I'm so grateful that I pulled through, that my blood pressure have been controlled now. But when I came out, like even when I was in the hospital, I think it was like a couple of days before I got discharged, like my back was constantly itching. I didn't understand like why my back was itching like so bad. So when I got discharged, the next day, I told my daughter, and I started like feeling like these little bumps, and I went in my daughter's room and I was like, my back is itching. Can you look at it? She jumped back. She was like, what is this? And she took a picture of it, and it was like little red blisters all on my back. Now, it didn't happen until after I was discharged, but they gave me like so much steroids through the IV and so many different medications to try to, get my blood pressure down. And it was just a lot. It was a whole lot. And so I had my doctor appointment, but I didn't even mention to the doctor that, my back was itching. I didn't even mention it to her, but I ended up going to the pharmacy and buying this aloe vera cream, and it had hydrocortisone cream with aloe vera, and that seemed to help a lot. But it took over a month for those bumps to go away, and then it came all the way down on my face. It was on my chest. It was like really bad. Like, oh, It was horrible. It was horrible. But I came through, I made it through that. And like I said, I know everything that I've been going through, like it's just been making me stronger, making me a stronger person. Throughout the years, having pneumonia year after year after year after year, so many times. And I've had the pneumonia vaccines and still developed pneumonia, having COVID 3 times. In ICU twice, then having the migraine and strokes on the PACU floor, which was the stroke floor. Like, just looking back and just thanking God for every single thing that I've been through. And I'm just ready to continue to, spread and tell my testimony. And you guys just don't know. Like, I love my life. I love that, what I'm going through is helping someone else. Do I love having HIV? Of course not. Not at all. But I'm so grateful that I'm able to use it as a platform to help others. And I'm just so grateful. I'm grateful to be back. I will be back on here, continuing to build my YouTube family and continuing to be me, continuing to be authentic, continuing to answer any questions that anybody have for me. And I will be back in the next video. You guys have a blessed day.